Well, good morning. I am going to kill hornets. Look at this. Look at that. It's like I have a small creature in my shirt or chest hair. A lot of chest hair concentrated in that one area. It's a microphone. Yeah, going to kill hornets. The hornets are giving the neighbor quite the issue, so we're gonna go deal with that. Someone had the contemptible idea to suggest that Demon Hunter wasn't Christian. Man, I'll tell you what, sometimes you know those people that sneak up on you, where the amount of ignorance or judgment or suck is debilitating for you. That's what this was like. Man, it just got to me so fast. Anyways. All right, here is this. They are right in that hole, right here, all the way down. Sorry we went over here, outside. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're moving. We're moving. All right, well, we'll get them again later. If you see me scream or freak out. Last night when we did this, we had to run. 2 grown men running away. Isn't it funny the things that grown men will run away from? Yeah, it is. You're welcome. Brown rice and Bangkok peanut sauce and scrambled eggs. Browned just the way my dear sweet wife likes them. You're welcome. I'm gonna eat them, but she likes them that way, of course. She doesn't like them that way. Anyway, yeah, and then we're gonna go for a ride, and I'm gonna make an attempt at sharing some of my thoughts, and hopefully this microphone will be in a better position. Man, I was editing that footage from the last video. Oh, it was garbage. It was garbage. But I uploaded it anyways, because I didn't know it was garbage when I was sharing my good thought. Whatever, I can't win them all. Well, happy weekend. I'm not gonna say what day it is, because who knows how long this is gonna take me to get this up, but I'll be back. All right, well, real question is, let's do any better. I don't know. You're not gonna believe where the mic had to end up being. It's ridiculous. The mic is literally like the top of my helmet. Yeah, I can legitimately see a fluff ball. Yeah, legitimately can see a fluff ball right in the top left field of my vision, so that's nice. That's nice. No, but I'm trying to do something because the audio levels were so jacked up in my video yesterday that nobody wants to listen to that. Rightfully so. But anyways, that's alright. Today is a new day, and I hope for an improvement, or else you're just not going to be able to hear me. It's hard to say, but that's alright. We'll get through it together. I had thought about a couple of things that I wanted to say, but let's just talk about Demon Hunter for a minute. So 2 days ago, I went on and I joined their, I wouldn't say it's a fan club, but it's a bit like a fan club. It's a fan club. Anyways, it's the Blessed Resistance, right? That's the group of people, and they've got a monthly membership. You can pay $8 or $10 a month and get different perks. And first I went on there and was sort of taken aback that there was so little content, and then I realized that the lead singer is like putting up a reasonably thoughtful blog every, I don't know, 2 to 4 days, and I realized, holy cow, this is amazing. And yeah, because it was just like, it was legitimately good content. And so when I say good content, I mean like well, all the things from just random thoughts to 8-bit versions of their songs to covers of other songs that they've done, to acoustic versions of their own songs that are just sung from their own front porch. All sorts of stuff, just not only to let you know where they're at, but just give you encouragement, all sorts of good things. What a glorious thing. It was amazing. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually think it was worth it. Time will tell, but there's enough new content, and I thought that's got to be the way you do it. You get a group of people, because people are, they're willing to pay money, legitimate money, and I don't mean this in like in a shallow sort of way. I mean, like, people are legitimately willing to pay money to sort of walk through life with you or be part of that experience, and I think that is an actual value. I don't think it's, I mean, I think there's some times where it's a manufactured thing. It's very manufactured, inauthentic, but it doesn't have to be. And so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So back to that, the thought I had earlier about people sneaking up on you and making life harder because of their judgy ways. How do you guys think that you're doing on that? How do you guys think you're doing on not being that way? and being that way? Do you guys think that you're on point? You're not judgmental, you got life together, and you wouldn't harm a soul? Do you have a clearly defined boundary between judging a person's heart or their intent or their actions? Different lines there. What do you think? I think the more important question, and something that either I am struggling with or I do struggle with on a consistent basis given the day or time, is what are the distractions that pull me away from, like, what are the distractions that cause me to forget where my boundaries are in regard to that? If you're going along and you begin to get so distracted and inundated with people and how they are and things and how they are, and suddenly you start to slip, you're a little bit more judgmental, you're a little bit more critical, you're a little less empathetic, and you walk away and you justify it because, oh, they deserved it, they deserved it. But then suddenly, well, it's not even sudden, right? It's running a stop sign, don't tell anybody. It's not sudden, and maybe in the back of your mind you don't even realize that something's off about it, but something's off about it. And you realize that some of your high ground was lost, it was forfeited. Your ability to speak into people's lives is... He waved at me. He wasn't even wearing he wasn't even wearing a motorcycle. Well, he wasn't even riding a motorcycle, and he still waved at me. Oh man, sometimes the perks of living in a small town or taking rides out in the country cannot be understated. Overstated? They can't be overstated either. And you shouldn't understate them. You should find yourself right in the middle, saying just the right thing. Anyways, yeah, so suddenly you, man, I keep saying suddenly, what the heck? I tell you, you're having these conversations right before I want to go to bed is hard. That's how much easier it is to take turns when the road's not wet. I think if I didn't have 50-50 tires, that ride in the rain the other day would have gone a lot better. But lo and behold, here we are. Yeah, so the thing that I was trying to say is that you forfeit your high ground. And all of a sudden, the things that you could do to be constructive, no, I don't mean that in a flippant way, I mean like actually build a bridge between you and somebody else, is lost. I think a lot of times we walk away from people and we think, they weren't worth it, or I don't want to deal with them again, or
what is the likelihood that I'm going to feel this way next time, and on and on and on. But even in those moments when we think that it's not going to come back to bite us, it's like, well, at the very least, at the bare minimum, we no longer have the option. Like, our hearts already, to a degree, our hearts already hardened. And you know, when you look at the Bible, look in the Bible, and you see the instances in where somebody's heart was hardened, I think it's an interesting observation, because usually good things didn't happen when somebody's heart was hardened. Usually it was specifically it was not something good for the person whose heart was hardened. And you know, I don't think it matters a whole lot as far as, well, let me just say it this way. I think in those instances, even though it says God hardened their hearts, I'd love to have a discussion with anybody who wants to have a discussion with me, because that hardening of their hearts, I think, is fully traceable back to their own decisions. Like, on some level or another, they were hardening their hearts way before God intervened and said that He was doing it. Like, they were making decisions that were lining themselves up for it, and nothing good happens there. And I think we harden ourselves. We let judgment get a foothold in our lives, and then the frustrations and the strife that comes along with life, like life's sort of natural resting place. It's easy sometimes to become complacent about judging. That's not good. Going back to the things that distract you and pull you away from staying focused and making sure that you're making good judgments, making good judgments about people, good judgments about what people are doing. And I think that there's two things to really measure that by, or compare it to, or measure against. So the first one, right, is the way that so I'm not saying that we should judge people. I'm just saying, like, our judgments in general when it comes to the relationships that we've been given to steward, are we measuring those against God's love for that person? And can we confidently say that the way in which we choose to pursue that person or love that person isn't us becoming complacent because of life's hardships? Like, we're not laying down the torch when it comes to being Christ-like. Can we confidently say that? And then the other thing to kind of gauge that is kind of similar to what this person on the internet said earlier. Was he was so convinced that God had revealed something to him, and gotta be honest, I'm not a real big fan of putting God in a box, and I recognize that the Bible is clear in a lot of ways about what God's character is and how it is, but I feel like those descriptions and what exactly God's character is and how it is always right on, like, the fringe of my understanding, right? Like, it's borderline. It walks the line of things that I can comprehend, and I need to take any sort of conclusions that I'm coming to, and alongside those conclusions, acknowledge that I'm right at the I'm right at the threshold of what I can handle, of what I can comprehend, and gotta be very careful, because anytime you're working with anything like that, right? You've got a job and you're working with something, a material that you really don't know the ins and outs of, right? It's like you proceed with caution. You're very careful, and it's really important that you don't become stubborn about it, that you don't become hard-hearted. I think that's really important. Well, okay, so obviously you wouldn't call it hard-hearted in the case of working with some sort of material, but here we're talking about that and not becoming hard-hearted. So that's a thought for you for your weekend. And getting up here to High Pass, and instead of going left, we're gonna go right. And we're gonna go, more of us than just me, a bit further than we've gone in quite some time. Probably a solid 7 to 10 years. Somebody who might be watching this used to live out here, and I did not spend a small amount of time out here, but we're going into the unknown because we're out of reception. Scary business. Now there's a car coming with only one light. Even scarier business. Man, I had one. Headlights are the worst. I had one burn out on me last night, so I turned my fog lights on, and it was in the car that I hit a deer with, and one of the fog lights was missing. So I had like a fog light on one side and a headlight on the other. I could see a whopping 20 feet in front of me. Did not get pulled over. You know who you are. Let that be a lesson to you. This is how you don't get pulled over. Don't say I never taught you anything, because I did. Alright, we're moving in the unknown now. We're passing the threshold. This driveway right here, it's the driveway of somebody else I used to know. What the heck am I talking about? I still know him. We're still friends. Whatever, I haven't seen him in a while though. You know who you are. If you're watching this, but you're probably not. How are you doing? Happy weekend. Oh man, been missing out by not going on this road. What the heck? There's a large portion of my driving when I was a kid that was learned out on this road. A lot of the miles that I put on my first car were on this road. A number of times that I talked my dad into taking me out to see my friend was ridiculous. Well, it wasn't just out to see my friend. We'd go and we'd pick him up. We'd pick him up and then we'd hang out. He lived back there. Well, he knows it. But anyways, we'd go and we'd pick him up, and then him and I would hang out for the afternoon and evening, and then we'd go in the middle of the night. Well, not the middle of the night. We were young, but kind of the middle of the night, and drop him off, and yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, we're owned by log trucks, and then we would go, him and I, not very often. I remember though, we went for a walk up here. Did we go this far? Oh, it's hard to say. Yeah, we went this far, I think. Oh, this is exciting. I'm off the grid. I could die out here. Yep, I'm gonna leave this in the video. That comment included. You're welcome, Mom. Do what I can. It's nice though. It's funny, you go through places like this and you realize it hasn't changed a whole lot. Some things just don't change a whole lot, and so much of out here has just not been touched by people. Well, I mean, there's houses, right? But I mean, obviously, look around. There's it's not being touched by people. Let's be honest. Man, some shifty business out here. Yeah, I think there was some logging that was done up there. I mean, trees have come back, but it looks bearish. And I don't mean like I'm gonna get mauled by a bear. I mean like the other type of bear. You know, like carrying something, right? No, not that kind of bear. Yeah, the kind of bear where you lay something, lay bare to the lay bare to the landscape. That's what it is. Now, my theory, my very limited memory here is that this loops around. But I didn't buy this giant gas tank for nothing, so if it doesn't loop around, I get home at 9 o'clock. Well, you'll know why. It's all on video. Guilty as charged. Still people out here. It's nice. 10 miles an hour. Does that mean gravel road? I have this vague recollection that gravel road does happen out here. And if gravel road does happen, I'm really not convinced it actually loops back around. So we might we might have to actually turn around. Not yet though. Not yet. Oh, it's a sharp corner. That's exciting. That's exciting. Alright, I was so gonna turn to gravel. So gonna turn to gravel. I don't think it is though. I have this weird recollection that like my friend would tell me about, did he forget to get off the bus? I'm not really sure. This is a great road to practice on though. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't know if he remembered to or forgot to get off the bus or what, but I feel like the it does loop back around. I don't know, maybe it's just a false memory. We're gonna find out here in a minute. Oh, it's a sharp corner. What a great thing. You just go right off the edge right there. That is exciting. That is exciting. I'm gonna be so disappointed if this doesn't loop around. I'm gonna be really impressed though if it does loop around. Not because of my memory, but just because I'm sure, yeah, I would be impressed because it took a lot to come out and make this road. I mean, it's probably that way for most roads, but this road especially, right? I feel like I'm going the right way. Mile 11. So, let's see. Pavement ends. Gosh dang it. Alright. Well, we'll go a half a mile, quarter mile on the gravel road and see what happens here. I mean, there's not much that's going to happen. Other than I'm going to be reminded that these tires are not gravel road tires. That's annoying. That's annoying. Well, it's not just that they're not gravel road tires, this is loose gravel. So that's I think the issue. But on the other hand, maybe we'll get to the top of something and be able to see like a sunrisey thing. That'd be exciting. Oh man, so bumpy. Holy cow. It's weird though, like I don't know who lives up here, but this gravel road is pretty well kept. There's no grass growing or anything weird like that. No branches, no nothing. I imagine somebody lives out here. But this isn't a driveway. What's going on here? What's going on? I remember coming out here years and years and years and years ago. I don't remember how far I got. But there's some sort of elevation shift going on here. This is the time where I do wish that I had knobbier tires. I can totally feel it. I'm sure it would be infinitely worse with street tires. I know it would be. But here we are. Look at that. We're going to go into the sunshine. This is exciting. Look at that. You actually got something out of this. We're only going to go into it for like a minute. And by that I mean literally like 5 seconds. Well, you don't want it everything. Yep. Oh, clay. I don't know that where I am at. It's clay. Clay all over the place. Alright, we're going to go up this hill and then we're going to call it. I think that will be the time to call it. That'll be the time to call it. Is this the top of the hill? Man, where the crap am I headed? Remember that one time where I had a compass? I remember that time. On the other hand, if you have people that are this high up here, right, and they want to just get back to town, I suppose even if it was a gravel road, you'd have the benefit of, oh, we went a whole mile, it's exciting. I suppose you'd have the benefit of just going up this direction and calling it good. Like it would, the running theory is that it would be shorter. Where the heck am I? Alright, well, oh, that's exciting. A buzzard. Something dead's over there. Oh yes, something dead is over there. We're done. Something fell off the edge. That's nice. We're not going to find out what it is. We're not going to join it. We're not going to join it. We're not going to join it. There we go. Well, came, we saw, and we conquered. What do you think about that? Well, we didn't conquer. But we didn't go as far as the animal did, so that's something, right? That's something. Oh, there's a madrone tree up there. A really big one. Holy cow. That's a huge... Wow, well, that's impressive. That's impressive. Let me just drive off the edge there. Can you guys see how that ledge goes? Been putting together a, I guess, more or less a survival kit for my motorcycle, and I got a couple of things for it last night, and I don't know that any would help me in that situation, but that's alright. Last time I was really on any substantial gravel road like this on a motorcycle, I had the knobby tires I told you about. They were glorious. They were glorious. They were glorious. These tires are moving all over the place. I think when I get back to the pavement, I'll probably give myself an out so I can pretend that I didn't go up this gravel road. That'll be good. That'll be the smart thing to do. It's reasonable to think that I can't see a thing. Holy cow. That's bright. That's bright. That's bright. Hey, look, there's no cars there. It's reasonable to think that I could be termed, I could be labeled irresponsible for going this far out of slow range for this long, but it's fine. It's fine. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna do anything. No, I had I've looked briefly at other tires, and I think specifically for this application, I think I found some that would work really well. What are they? I think that they're 60-40, 60% off-road, 40% on-road. Like they're rated in the sense that if that's about the amount of time that you spend on the road and off-road, those are the tires that you get. So, anyways, yeah, I think that would be good. I imagine these tires that are on here now, which aren't the worst, but I mean they're the OEM ones, so you know, for whatever that counts for. Hey, look, I found the bumpy part of the road again. It's fantastic. Yeah, for whatever that counts for. Somewhere between more practice and better tires, but like right now you can just feel the front tire moving around, and I'm getting used to it, but it's a little unnerving, not gonna lie. But there we go. Look at that. And now it's as if we never went on any gravel road. So did I cut it? Did I jump? Did I skip that 15 minutes of on the gravel road? I might have. I might have. Man, that's unpleasant. Unpleasant. It's an unpleasant view down there. That's not unpleasant. It's a learning process. That's all it is. A learning process that I'm still in process for. That's all it is. wonder how high we went. Feels like we went kind of high. I went high, we went high, you went high with me for a moment. Tell you what though, this whole going downhill business and all the weight being on the handlebars, like my body leaning forward and me pushing back with the handlebars, palms of my hands are getting numb. Yeah, needless to say, there was a reasonable amount of downhill on the gravel road, which I am probably going to cut out because it was boring. But we did find a, well, there, I just had an unfortunate thought. So we came up there, and it was about probably 7 or 8 minutes up the gravel road. We weren't going very fast, and it was probably like mile 12 and a quarter, 12 and a half, somewhere in there. And there was probably 3 or 4, holy cow, cannot see a thing, gosh. Yeah, there's probably 3 or 4 buzzards, and they were doing something. They were eating just off the side of the road, and like the gravel road stopped and it kind of dropped off, and man, I cannot see anything. The visor is all fogged up. That is annoying as heck. I have the vents open. Why is that happening? That is annoying. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm just complaining. Anyways, yeah, there was some sort of animal over there. I mean, I don't know how big it was, but the eerie thing is maybe it wasn't an animal. That would be an unfortunate place to dump the body. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe the next time I go up there, I'll take somebody with me. That'll be good. Man. Yeah, so the real question here is, as I mentioned earlier, where exactly does it loop back around? Is that even a thing? It may not be a thing. Am I just going to be looking at the sun the entire way home? Oh man, mistakes were made. I went so far in this direction, it's just going to be the sun the whole time. I'm about probably 15 minutes from home right now. What a... Oh, that was fun. Oh, yeah. Well, no, maybe not. I was thinking maybe it was that road there that loops back around, but it still just kind of looks like a driveway, not gonna lie. Looks like a driveway. There was a real estate sign back there that it was a Coldwell Banker real estate sign, and I was thinking to myself, well, how would it be if you had a warm well? But it wouldn't be a hot tub, it would be a hot tube. I'm sorry. You deserve better. And not this morning, though. There's no justification for better. That is so weird. My helmet or something was whistling. Literally whistling. Gosh, that's annoying. I thought it was some electronic device going off. It's not, but it sounds like it. Nobody knows what's whistling, though. I don't know what's whistling. I really need like an actual sun visor. I don't mean the visor like the clear visor. I mean the actual sun visor. Where am I? Did I already like come out of the thing? I did. Oh wow. I'm like a solid quarter mile past where I thought it was. Well, adios. Adios to that house. You know what's gonna happen though, right? I'm gonna get home and like none of the footage will be good. The mic's gonna be completely inadequate. And I'm gonna wonder where the heck the middle ground is for horrible audio or no audio at all. There's a middle ground somewhere. You know, one of the things that maybe you eventually get used to, I don't know that I eventually, well, I'll get used to it, but I probably am already used to it. I don't find it pleasant though. It's riding a motorcycle and bugs. Right about the time you get like a bumblebee or a group of bees, gosh, it hurts. It hurts. But I have this belief, because you know what happens in cars, that eventually I'm going to get hit by a bird. I'm not looking forward to that. Nope, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. That was a mouse on the road. And not a live one, mind you. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to get hit by a bird. Don't want to get hit by a bird. Yeah, I cannot see a way in which this microphone actually picks up what I'm saying. Like, to a degree, the way the padding wraps around inside the helmet, like, there is some padding, like, obstructing audio coming to my ears. So, as far as I can tell, in theory, there isn't an obstruction between, like, my mouth and the microphone, but like in the last video, the microphone was literally an inch from my mouth, maybe 2 inches, and now it's like a solid 6 or 7. It's less distance than, you know, it would be if it was clipped to my collar, but not by much. And with the wind noise and other noise, I just do not have the confidence for it. I do not think it's going to work. I need it to be somewhere else, I guess, what it comes down to. I've got the fuzzy wind muff that you saw earlier in the earlier part of my video, and that's certainly going to be better for actual wind, but I don't know that it's going to be better for anything else, so we'll have to find out. On the bright side, though, I'm not filming in 4x3 today. That's a bonus. So a wide field of view is actually going to do some bit of good. Gosh, the inside of the helmet needs to be clean. Yeah, I can hear all the wind noise. Not good. Poor rabbit. Poor rabbit. On the bright side, on the right side, that's a good thing. You can actually see it now because it's not raining all over the lens. Good deal. Oh, they mowed. They cut the grass. Good deal. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Well, I would not say I'm judging them harshly, but they have big shoes to fill, I guess, for lack of a better way of phrasing it. Yep. It's almost the end of the line. Almost. Not a lot of people out for a Saturday morning. It's not that early, right? 6 something? Is it 6 something still? I don't know. It's a long ride. What are the chances the video isn't even recording anymore? Are they high? Probably. Well, I appreciate you sticking around and watching whatever parts of the video I left in. I hope the weekend treats you well, and that you experience an abundance of grace and encouragement. And I will see you another time.